Mawali police ni bi ode Belinda Santoa a Cape Coast oye adwuma wo Bakano police station. Ye ware ye 1 year ni 6 months. Ade beche ne yakoware no na o ka kire me se one menyem 1 month. Ya ware mahwe no na wawo makoto akola ni din meto akola ni din wie ya mete ya yesi be ma foforo so aba beto akola ni din o ma me team na o moto akola ni din mikobi so o ma me ka kire me se nipa na one no wo ye no nipa ne ye panimu enti no nipa ne ye panimu na one no wo ye enti nipa ne mpese asem ne beba out because eba out no so na ware begu enti e ka me boy wo engagement any wedding no men listing fama omo no muntua men list ye edema ne papa so ye police ni pani or the Mr. George Ankuma men list de man na o se ne ba ne se uniska a omo di betua ya hwe asem na ni almost be 4 months no mun ka bi papa bi an kire me ni mabusuafo omo ntimi kran frɛ yen ka se bi omo pa ye kyewa na se bibi afega no e twete me se mimi nima obetimi achimi atum no chimitu omo akumi wo cells ho mo ode me nama ama police for ono anu no nanfofo police for no na efre me ka kire me se ode me nama ama police for se mimi nim na mitu car se me ko cape ho mo a police for no omo kwan no so be shootum no maka se me yan roba nti no asema ekoso no metena se anyeye sesi anu mintimi nda abusuafo no so nka bi papa bi ankire me e na me se ndie me ba ha na me de abetu mpanifo anim enem wa mpanifo betimi aboa me enu nti na me ba ha mo ono so se aware no onwale biom
Tony
mommy
posi ni ba no usia no posim
mpa shoda bi mia na me de ne call police no o call police
usia no we
mpa chotama mi hia no no ko no wo SS e wo Adiemla secondary
ene wetua che wetua che
mommy nya asem ketwa
one wetua from SS
mpa cho Adiemla
free SS no wo de koy
o free SS no e no ba akra nti oba akra no ni ba biti
me che so call school biom we o free senior high school no
o school of commander training college
eno so one tua
eno so mia na me boa no ma ne call ye
eno free
no o
na den teacher ni post na mpede
ye to teachers training ye to police nti o call training college for 1 year no na police for ne friend no
ina me busa say teacher any post ye adwuma na mpede
ni ye pe police no
ti woman.
We are here once again. It is Prime TV Africa. You know what we do. We give you nothing but great of content. So kindly consume our content because we have a lot of great things on there for you. My name is J. Brown. Most definitely, when I come here, Charlie, on him send me the authentic news and I hear the bro. So you and the diaspora, when you see this video, share, like, and I'll thank you later. Yeah. There's been a trend going on in Ghana, and I think this is the time we really need to sit down, deliberate, focus, and talk about this issue. Now, there's a lady here, YBB, and I think we need to talk about it. Obia Yawareo, you've been married, and about let's say how many dollars let me use our Ghana cedis, 1.7 billion. That is how much in recent cities. It's not easy. Has been spent on you. And you know one thing. Pregnancy now, baby now, oh you know. You see, baby ninye man neba the husband. The baby doesn't belong to the husband. We don't know where this is coming from. And when we went into this, we were asking questions about the lady. We were asking questions from the guy if he's aware that this or the baby wasn't his or not. He didn't give us any definite on that. So, you know, when issues like this come, we try to listen to both sides before coming your way with the real issue. But before then, let's go and listen to this audio and video. Let's watch this video. We'll be right back.
Belinda.
Antona.
Mami Posi. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, madam.
Tony.
Pacho mi nim ne pa.
Oso watwi na dio. Wabɔ ho ka free senior high school. Adi abesi se wanya adwuma wie se posini. Wagyina sa ba ma shawkawa. Eno nko ampo ho ka 1.2 billion cedis. Wo de ani Pioto nko na toy.
Doctor ba ko kra ni.
Tony wa. Wasa wo ne baba tu ne din a. Custom officer bi so aba. Ya se oluman bi so hye akire.
Anti na me obua ni o ka bia no kra ni. Me na me toto me ba ne ma hye no. Wan hye ne ketekete kra.
Wo se
ka dem pa me misika ko toto ne ma. Wa ma me hye. Na me decide say me ma untu bi di into na dina.
Meba Belinda. Tony Warrell. Meba Tony Warrell. From senior high school. Uko police training college. Tony wanya hwe ama.
Anti na me ode ma me turn ne bag am top medical training school. Eno no
bag
ma me na say me a.
Sir, tina ne kaprenim. Ubanya adwuma se posini. Wan na hide am out.
Pacha me na me hide me dan.
Tony wanya hwe.
Mete barracks na me kuko hide dan.
Dey na ma o two barracks.
Pacha me na me decide say me na hodie.
Tony wanya hwe.
Wanya hwe ama me.
Na wedding no so eh.
Wedding no me ne boka.
Uboka saying. Uka is saying.
Oh, Auntie, I must make a bebre. Must my and
Tony si waboka 1.2. And I may busasa also cano. Also one in a boy. Oh, I have busano. Busano.
Why ban or Cowareno?
Busa Tony or
Busano.
Well, Busan, Mammy Belinda, Busano.
No, I first can am more.
What's it?
Until I be Santa and a bush for you.
Why bushing for?
Oh, no, the bush for you. No one first can uncle bomb or the cobalt or be the one. I don't want to find your Japadi. Until I meant Belinda, shall or bow papa de me yam sin. Or your commander will bunny whom papa, me tis, sir, papa ne bano. O papa, where the posi penny war. Asante memo ansa na baby ade ne koyedna ko me te sa papa ne ba ne no me yam hye me ti afinie wanya hwe wo wedding nim Belinda wanya hwe anse na mpacho me sie o
me busaw me se wanya hwe
oboa me kakra wo msa me ne nyina na bo ka no
e ba ne sei na oba wosi so chese ye bodin kura kacha o say oba wawo no mema mienu e na omo papa anasa kwara ne papa e mani wo Ghana ma tie
we mi sa me say da be na me ban ntan ya menyem
na nti wo ya wade na onyem
pacha na menyem
hwa ba
anti na pacha
na ye obi dia
pacha
ti unim se wonyem obi nyinsan ana wo de bre obi ba sa wonya wedding o ka die ne kire no Belinda o tie abofo mpen sa wo yo ba wonya wedding be ko wonim se wonyem me kan ne me pem ba bi atena me to aware na kura pem wonyem obi ba ana wo di nyinsen koma be ma foforo se onu nhie na engugu so Belinda o tie abofo Belinda, say wouldn't say we are heavily pregnant for somebody, and I say different man. Now what culture will be a one in a champna. Say, Yame wedding, are you fronty? And I said the entiam, and then it be about technology or ho. So about one snap bama baku who you say, when in Beguase, I don't know what's about Belinda. Say wunyim obiba. Na wo de ma obiba ba ma say. Yame aye from. Na de onyem no way. Ana onye wa aye from. No way. Belinda no way.
Anti na oni ha wa tukwan.
Miss adenti na wunyem no. Neba. Na wo de nyinse ne bre obi say wo ko holy matrimony. Na some holy matrimony no. What you say? Aware holy matrimony na wakoja fori buti anim Erade way aya konkron srame na menko. Srame na menko no. Onyim obi ba. No mediate o. Belinda. And now would any dirty matrimony. Dirty matrimony. A holy matrimony. And akwaya na dirty matrimony. Erade minim se menyim obi ba so de mo obi ba bema. We de erade kokoma samo ana anim. De aka de gumatri. Hey erade.
You're most welcome back from that quick breather. And you know, I have my guy, my G, Archimedes, in the building to do this great discussion. When I'm saying Bana Archimedes, so the Casa dear on him Casa, and Ebano topic of this nature, actually, he's well versed. Neneji Papa and see Yankona Yanin Kokasana, yeah, sharing the opinion about this whole issue. Archimedes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie, Betty Anna. You see, I didn't call you crowd, Charlie.
As you say, I know, ladies, 2-1. They are still leading. So they are still leading. Internationally, in Krapono, they are still leading. Locally, Krapono, they are still leading.
Yeah, you know, they be America say, ye fa ye ma if you memo. Until every day, no, mema will always have a soft spot for women, regardless.
That's why we allowed ourselves to be treated that way.
We allow them to be leading, but the fact is, you can't be leading forever. You say, "Otai ohunfua, otone bema." You get me? And now, omata taya mande, ye mema ye no AP. Anything hakimi, hakimi. Etumi achiromo we one bisa no. So what you say? I think say. It's because of the soft spot we have with women. That's why they take advantage of that and do that. Yeah.
Okay, let's delve into the issue proper. Now, this lady, this said lady, no, or see only guy, no, according to the guy, no, or see, why then? What girl is from the school time to the training college to the sense guy girl no AJ training college and how they call police and no crap on all the cost, everything was on him. Let's look at this thing. People or guys are not learning. They are always using money to sponsor their their partners when they are in a relationship, when not even say they are married or not. Do you think this kind of things that guys do is it okay?
You know, I will, from my view, it's never okay. Never spend on a woman you are not entitled to, or you are not married to. You get me?
People do that in the process of getting married to them. Like, oh, let me help her when everything is done and said, we'll get married.
That is a mistake guys do. You get me? You know, humans, like, a human being is a nature, and nature responds to change at any given time. You get me? So, provided you are not married, if you are married to the person, you've given a seal that this person is your bona fide property, not property as is, but bona fide partner. So, if you are investing in such a person, you know you are not wasting the money. But somebody you are just in a relationship with, like let's say boyfriend, girlfriend, and you are spending such an amount on him or her, you have to document a proper document, or you have to put it in a proper contract that I'm doing this paperwork. Let the person sign, and you also sign, so that it will be documented. In future, you bring the document out, and they will reimburse you or something. Now, verbal agreement, most of the time the ladies don't go by it. You get me? If you say Odona foul, and now the can say at the end of the day, also want me die. It's at the end of the day, I take her.
So in all,
what
they bring to the table is sex.
That's all. Ask every lady, what are you bringing on table? Even those who we've married, what are they bringing to the table apart from sex? And before I got married, I was doing all that. So the main thing you are bringing on table is the sex and the procreation you are giving me. Apart from that, what else? Bill, water bill, school fees, BBR, we are not in the Western world. You see, our ladies are emulating something they are not ready to to fulfill. In the Western world, the reason why women stand boot to boot with their partners is that they also foot some of the bills in the house. Bema to your half, also to your. In Ghana, take a lady on an outing, and he expects you to pay everything from transportation to the food you eat, and even the takeaway he will take to his parents in the house. You are going to pay everything. But in the Western world, me card, no, the card. Everybody is going to pay for what is he or she took. So what you say? That's why in their world, no, Bema can or Basu kebi. But here, no, you have all the responsibilities. It's me, Bonwoka, Namika, you will not listen, no. It's something else. You get me?
Don't you think it boils down to our upbringing? Because in our parts of the world, it's like when our culture, when a guy is born, it's like you are the head of the family. You are supposed to take care of the ladies, and the ladies who have it in mind that okay, I need a man who can take care of me. Don't you think our culture and our upbringing is the cause of all this?
You know, that's what I'm saying. It's part of us. As a black man, when you are growing up, they tell you that you are the head of the family, the homemaker. So you foot all the bills in the house. So that's why women have to be submissive to Africans, to African men, because we foot all the bills. In the diaspora, that's why they brought that in case of breakup, you are going to share it 50-50 because both of you foot the bills. But hano, me na biye bibia.
When the breakup comes,
unya percentage. You get me? For example, before I got married to my wife, I finished building my house already. Imagine now, because of my wedding, say me kwako jani sesia, they will say they are going to divide it into two. Me and me fear now when see one year, you know. So this is what is giving the women the zeal and the power to be doing all this. Oba unware na ni subanko. Unya warina the subanko. It's only one that are brought up from a good home that still maintain their respect and value even after marriage. But the rest of them, no, Charlie, immediately you worry ni we are wadande kakla you. And when I say kakla you, alombo jata, so what you say? Nyoma oye fesa ema oko worry no. Send money no bejai.
Okay,
so let's
settle on this main issue, the issue on the ground as of now. You think the guy is a Siciano or demanded the sika? And do you think say baby na ana pregnancy na girl no or the man guy no? Is it the right way? And according to the lady, no, so I don't know if it's true or not. Or see guy ni away say wakonyim MOB. As our guy way. If the guy is aware, do you think say out of love and our yes ana kwasiade na guy ni excuse my language?
You know, when issue happen like that, Obano Beka adie ebe favano. You get me? I don't think say in the real instance, no, a guy will know that you are pregnant for a lady that I've invested my fortune on right from your high school level, where we are training college, Masam Bua Mawako police. Now, no matter how the love is, no matter how high the love is, it will vanish. Because Debiameka say, when it comes to cheating, a man may be cheating on his wife, but still love his wife.
Yeah, for sure.
But most of the time, when the woman is cheating on you, that means Odona son. Because all what you bring on the table is your body. So the body that is sacred to me, if you are able to share it out, that means you don't have any respect and love for me. So for the lady to say, guy no him say, any dia and no go ahead to go and do all that lovely way marriage is a lie. It's a blunt lie. He is just saying it to cover face because Ben may be in you. No matter how done it here, now Obe will say, when the Bema for Frakonyim. And so, like, I don't know, me do. You get me? Yeah, so I think the lady was just saying that to cover face.
To cover the shame.
Yeah.
And all that. You all saw the video, and I know you detect what is good and what is not good from it, the right and the wrong. As of now, the guy is demanding for the money. is it right for the lady to pay the guy? Because the money has been spent on a lot of things, and according to the family, let's talk about this before. According to the parents of the lady, they told the guy, instead of them to sit down and then settle the case or whatever it is, they told the guy to calculate all the money he spent on the guy, on the lady, sorry, so that they will pay him. Is that the right thing for the parent, or is it a good thing coming from the parents?
You know, David Amika said, respect is earned. You don't command it. You get me? And what their daughter have done is a big shame. And you know, words are very powerful. That uyo be bonny. Na say odiyaw ekan bibia. It follows you. You know, there was this program they were doing that the lady came to on the TV and was saying that be maybe bua noko abrochire and noko bu nekwasia and be man can be masesia. I heard the woman is dead. You get me? So maybe issues like that prompted the family that no, let's do something to appease the guy. In other words, let's make sure all the money the guy spent, we pay him back. So them paying the guy back is the right thing to do.
Are you sure
it's the right thing to do? Because
so are you sure they can pay from how much he spent from the service to this?
You know when it's happening like that,
be able to pay that?
They can't pay all. They can't pay all, but they always say.
I think the right thing for them to do is just sit down with these people to settle the issue amicably. Or you think probably because according to what the guy said, because the baby daddy is outside as of now, so they think probably what will be there or something tangible will come for them.
You know. This have come on national television and people are discussing it. Though the shame involved is too much. That's why they want to break even. You get me? So them inviting them to come to the table to discuss that. You know, the marriage can never hold. Even from the guy's family.
You can realize the love is not there.
You get me? Even if the love is there from the guy's family. Memeba. Yabe one ma yabe wedding. Ewo hwe pointing tintin we. Yabe wedding we. Na yebete say even if our son insists to marry you, we won't agree. So coming together to settle the case will never happen. So it's up to them to make sure they help the guy to refund some of the expenses the guy have done. They can't pay all, but at least even if they get 60% or better in a year, I think the guy is demanding 1.2 or 1.7 billion, which I think is a fair deal. If that custom officer is keen on taking the child, he needs to pay that. He needs to pay the money because, like.
But let's take this. Let's look at this in a nutshell. You got married to someone.
Yeah.
You the person paid for your bills, everything, the hospital bill, maternity bill, and all that, and then now. The naming ceremony, everything. It was everything was on the guy.
Yeah.
And then later, a certain man came, saying he is the bona fide father of the child.
Yeah.
So he's coming to name the child
again.
And then this parent didn't even inform this guy.
Yeah.
Is that the right thing to do? Don't you think it's a collaborative thing between the parents and the children and the girl?
Yeah. You know. I would say,
wiki.
You know, there's this gun song.
Is it not a wiki factor?
There's this gun song that I love very much from this guy. Ayefenoche. What? Who? King David. Kono yemye, bamole, ashishiboe, bamole, femolezu, benene no chemfo. You get me? So the guy was not, you know. When Debbie Ameka said Odofawa, aya memfawa kuma, aya fauti. You know, when we are all growing up and we fall prey to some of these issues, but we learn from our mistakes. You are there. We have to treat it as a topic. You know, if we, you know, we have to treat it as a main topic.
I don't say
you get me?
It never before me before.
You know, and you know, from where you grew up, you know, love is not in the air. To grow up from Ashama, no Ashama guy have love. Oh. Ashama? No, there's never love in Ashama. Where? You see, so I think for the guy, I would say, was carried away with the love he had for the lady. That's why he wasn't observing certain things. He could have read between the lines to see that something like that is happening, but it's rather unfortunate it have already happened. You get me? So I think the family need to demand for that money and make sure they get a reimbursed from that cost that they've.
Stand and then divorce that marriage.
The marriage is even a void from the onset. To go to court right now, you have a lot of, because for a lady to lie to you that you are the father of the baby he is carrying, the bona fide custodian of the child is carrying, and later she's carrying, and later come out that akolani obi bano, like to the highest degree. So what I say, so that marriage itself have issue from the onset. Not, you get me? So breaking it is just the families will come together and, you get me, so that the lady can reimburse the money the guy have spent. Because you were part of my wedding, and you know the kind of money that you get me, for a lady, for a man, a phone seller to invest something like this
to take care of
what you can't just take that guy for a ride. Bibio beken biano, it will follow you. You know, we come from the ever side of the country. You know, you can't just do this to us and go away. Yes, see, I before 3 more days. And yes, I before 3 more days. They hate nonsense. You can't do this to an ewe guy and think you go scot-free. No. Even if the guy doesn't do you anything, the spirits that follow us home, whenever we talk with pain, it operates. You get me? Great. So I think that is what the family is afraid, that they said the guy should go and calculate and come and they will reimburse him. And I think it's the right thing to do.
Right thing to do. Yeah. So according to Archimedes, that's the right thing to do. Let's look at this formally. So probably we'll end this topic. And let's look at guys who spend money on ladies. Does it mean they don't have brothers? Does it mean they don't have parents or family members who lack things? And do you think, as a guy, you are spending money on a girl to get probably in education, to get the highest, education, to get degree, to get PhD, instead of you spending money on yourself to attain that height? And we know they said change is what? Inevitably.
Change is the only constant thing.
Constant, yeah. So that's one thing. Probably, I might go to the school. I might meet my taste there. Yeah. I might meet someone who is higher than you. Yeah. I might fall in love with the person. Yeah. Is it the fault of the ladies that by the end of the day, they turn up to leave these guys?
You know, I always say, whenever somebody is in need, when you say is a che abuana, if you didn't che abuana, ni sonko, and a we ni fifidien usua, ni sonko. Whenever a lady is at the bottom, and he needs help, the way they behave and the way they present themselves is different. Whenever they attain that career height, the way they behave is very different. You get me? And you can't invest in something that you haven't. You can't you can't push somebody to a level that you haven't attained that level yet. Bible no one can say love your neighbor more than yourself. It said love your neighbor as yourself. It's how should I push you to the university once I'm a school dropout? It doesn't make sense. But some of these guys get carried away with the love, the sweet tweets where this lady will be telling them, and they turn out to turn out blind eye and invest in that area. I will advise all guys, boss, Obano, don't worry now. Don't invest, because humans are nature and they respond to change. The environment you are raised always have influence on you. John Maslow theory. It will always have influence on you. A child that is raised in East Legon is not the same as a child that is raised in Choco. You get me? So environment always changes people. So if you are not married to the person, don't invest. Some of us have done investment that we couldn't rape. You get me? That's why now Obia sorry and the Bufukakra now he is behaving violently because baby we Japadia or no a hona wakuma. Okay, investment na waye omu ane upese uji no bonia na de money violence. You get me? So onim se undo na also oba fani umenti ni sika. You get me? A man to be medi yamu de. Oh, medi maji. You get me? That's why you hear on the news, you go away. Medi you mute too much. As a lady, invest in yourself. Obeman penoa. Men kodini sika. And if you can't be loyal to the person, don't make the person invest in you. Now later what Becca say, no that one can say investment no yeah because of no dancing or yeah. He was doing it in order to marry you. It's later. Now Becca say, oh no, so no name that. It's a low. It's you didn't agree. You didn't agree on that. So what you say? That's the advice I will give to the guys. Don't invest in a lady you are not married to, or the ladies too. Don't take money from people you think you can't end up with. So what you say? Thank you very much.
All right, it's been a great show with Archimedes, and this is a great and favorite advice to all ladies, all guys out there. I don't support this. You are in need. You have family members who need support. Why don't you spend money on them? Why don't you support them rather than squandering money on this guy, these ladies who probably will not end up getting married to you? So I think this is a fair idea of some things that we need not to do. So we should take precautions and cautions out of stuff like this. Those of you out there, if this is your very first time watching us, please kindly consume this content by liking, watching, subscribing, and trust me, you're going to have a great time with us. This is Prime TV Africa. My name is Jay Brown. We are out. Have a great day.